Hey Rebels, it's Connor and Brad.
What's up, everyone?
In this video, we want to share with you a simple email sequence that we're using right now to make a lot of profit. It made us 20K last month from two of our tiniest lists. And at this point, we're pretty much done with the old way that we used to do email marketing, and you should be too. So, by the way, in case you're just new to this channel or new to our groups or our list, we're Connor and Brad. We are the marketing minds behind three best-selling ClickBank offers. We're email copywriting experts, affiliates, internet marketing nerds, and we've also created a product called the Email Ignition Formula. And we started our company together called Rebel Fortune to teach what's working for us to other internet marketers and email marketers who want to learn and really blow up their business this year. So in this video, we're going to give you a sequence that's working really well for us right now. And this is going to allow you to build a lot of trust with your email list, even if you use a pen name and a fake persona like a lot of affiliates like to do. It's going to let you create massive authority with that list, even if you're not an expert, even if no one's ever heard of you. And it's going to allow you to create a feeding frenzy of buyers, even if you have a small list like we do, and even if you suck at selling or you hate selling or you think it's sleazy. This is so much easier than the way we used to do things, and we are so excited that we stumbled on this. And it's kind of like a tiny little ant. You may have heard this before, that ants can actually lift many, many times their own body weight. They're incredibly strong. Well, just like that, this email sequence can allow you to make a lot of money even if you have a very small list. It's what's let us kind of punch above our weight in a lot of different niches marketing-wise. And if you're anything like us, when you use this sequence, you're going to be pretty surprised at how fast it produces results for you. We're going to talk to you about how to create a big marketing win with this sequence. And before we do that, we just both want to be really clear. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't, you're going to have to work at this. It does take effort. You need to have a list. You need to be a serious marketer with something to sell that list, or at least you're actively growing your list and you like to learn how we're doing it. And if you are serious, you may have noticed that a lot of work you do day in and day out, you're probably already doing a lot of work, but if you're anything like us, a lot of that work really only moves the needle a little bit in small doses, small incremental gains over a long period of time. And with email marketing in particular, that's what you see right here on top. This is what we used to do, sending daily emails, and we'll talk more about that in a second, but we kind of just saw small incremental gains, and it was frustrating. I don't know about you, Brad, but before we stumbled on this sequence recently, I was pretty frustrated with the results that I was getting because I was kind of just making a living. And how exciting is it when you stumble on something that doesn't just move the needle a little bit, but it actually creates a big smash hit and moves the needle a lot and just works really fast.
Yeah, this sequence we're going to talk about really, as you just said, moved the needle more than anything I've ever experienced. I mean, it was incredible because I was doing everything I was supposed to do. I was getting leads, and I had an email list, and I even created products, but the response wasn't that great. So it's kind of like the image that you see on the top there. It's like, oh, every once in a while I might make a sale here and there. I try to promote an affiliate offer, and like sometimes I make a sale, and it just wasn't that encouraging. And I just thought maybe this list isn't really worth anything. And then I tried the sequence, and it was crazy. It's completely changed my business.
Yeah, we're really excited to share this with you guys in the next few videos because it's something that's taken both of our businesses from the thing you see on top here, just small incremental progress, to being able to create a big win, the spike that you see below, and even better, being able to do it predictably and repeatably. So what we're about to show you is something you can use over and over and over again, and it will produce the same results. So we kind of are referring to it right now as our secret weapon for email marketing. And it works the same way every time you use it. So if you're an affiliate, any niche you use this in, it's going to work. Any offer you use this with, whatever product that you have, if you have your own, it's predictable, it's repeatable, it's a very compelling way to sell whatever you're selling. And even if people know that you're using the sequence, it's still going to work. People can absolutely know that you're doing this, and it will still produce results for you because it's very ethical and transparent. It doesn't matter, anyone that's worried about selling or being sleazy about selling or being annoying to your list or pushy, this is the most transparent and ethical way that you can do it. And it's super compelling and produces that big spike every time you use it. So over the course of the next few videos, we're going to tell you exactly how we discovered this, where it came from. We're going to teach you the exact sequence if you're interested, and we'll tell you why it works so well every time you use it. And we'll show you how to use it in your own business so you can implement this and start trying it out. But first, let's just tell you where it came from. This is us a few months ago, making incremental, small results, like Brad said, doing everything we're supposed to do. But we found that the results were a little unpredictable. And, well, I'll just be brutally honest with you guys. I was sending out daily emails like I was trained to do by my mentors, by YouTube, by pretty much everyone out there that teaches email marketing. It's pretty much the standard at this point to just send out daily emails and sell things. And it doesn't not work. It definitely works to sell, but it's not exciting. Okay, I was making small incremental gains, just kind of making a living. And to be real transparent, and I'll just admit to you guys, personally, I was still pretty scared that I wasn't going to make rent every month. Or, we're doing this full time as internet marketers. We don't have any other job than this. And it's a roller coaster. Some months are good, some months not so good. I certainly wasn't getting ahead in any way. I was just making a living and, falling further behind on taxes. And honestly, my day-to-day life when I woke up to work on my business was motivated by fear and anxiety that I didn't have enough and that I didn't know if this was going to work for me. I didn't know if I should stay committed to this business model. Is there a future in this? And I was working as hard as humanly possible, which I know a lot of you are as well. It's really not about hustle and grind and effort. It's about strategy. And I just didn't have a good enough strategy. And I was still looking for that breakout hit. Nobody gets into internet marketing because they want to make a little bit of money here and there, or because they want to eke out a living and struggle. We got into internet marketing to get rich, to make a lot of money, to have a breakout hit. And so we both found ourselves asking, what's it going to take? What's it going to take to go from just hitting a base hit every day to making home runs?
Like, you've seen people do that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your mentors that you follow, people talk about it. And I was always so envious of that. Like, how do you do that? How do you actually create a big win?
And not just getting lucky either, but how do you engineer a big
Right.
win? How do you do it repeatably, on command? And how do you do it without ignoring the hell out of your list and burning them out because you're trying so hard to sell?
Yeah.
So that's where we both were. And, honestly, I honestly just want to share with you guys why you really should be focused on big wins. And no one talks about this, I feel like. Not enough people in the marketing advice world really talk enough about this, because you're not just working on your business as a logical strategy. If you're like us, there's a lot of emotion and effort that goes into this as well. And you need the big wins for your confidence and your emotional stability. You need the momentum to know that you're not just getting along and getting a few results here and there, but this is actually going to work for you. You're not just watching other people get those results. This works for you and it's real. And you need that positive reinforcement. And if you go too long without a big win, this can feel like a real drag. Trying to make money online, it can feel hopeless at times. It can be really tough to work your ass off and not see big results and start to wonder if you're doing something wrong. I don't know about you, but I've definitely felt that way in the past. And if any of you are watching this and you've been there, we totally get it.
Definitely.
So here's what made the difference for us. Last month, I was invited to be a part of an affiliate promotion contest with one of my lists in the men's dating niche. Some of you in our private group, you have already seen me talk about this, and in our inner circle group. But basically, they said, hey, for this window of time, for everyone that mails for our products, there's going to be increased commissions. We're going to give big prize money to the people who finish in the top 5. And over 30 major affiliates were participating in this contest. And basically, if you've never done an affiliate contest before, it's just who can make the most sales from the start and the end date. So there were 14 days, and I was up against some real big marketers. I know pretty much everyone in this niche. I've worked with them. I've run their lists. I know who they are. And at this point in time, my list was very puny compared to theirs. It was 4,500 subscribers, and many of their lists were 100,000 plus subscribers. And in the past, I would participate in these contests and be like, well, I'll give it a shot,
Yeah.
But at this point, I was frustrated enough to just say, fuck that. Let's go. Game on, bitches. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I can actually do to try and win this contest. And naturally, I needed to do something different because every other affiliate had a luxury that I didn't have, a really big list. And they could just rely on their sheer size and their sheer numbers to drive sales. And I know for a fact because I used to run a lot of these lists myself, and I talk to them a lot, and I have good relationships with these people. I can say with pretty good certainty that they were all doing the traditional one-off broadcast method of emailing where I have a huge list every day for 14 days. I'm going to mail for one of these offers and I'll make a lot of money. And that's how they were doing the contest. And so I realized, well, I don't really have a chance of placing very high or winning this contest unless I play a totally different game. So Brad suggested to me around this time that I take a page out of the old school marketer's handbook. And so I found this tactic. It's a very old school marketing tactic from almost 20 years ago when the internet was just starting, if you can imagine that far back in time. And you've probably heard of this technique. A lot of marketers know about it, but very few people actually know how to leverage this technique to the full power that it actually can provide. And you may know about it, but everyone that I know who knows what this is takes it for granted, and they assume they're using it right, but they're not even close. So, like I said, the tried and true method of email marketing is just to send daily one-off broadcast emails pitching a product, and it produces results like you see on the right. Well, this new method that we're trying, the sequence, is where you send a series of emails, sequential emails that build up to a sale of one particular product in a specific order. Here are the results. First of all, I saw a massive spike in sales, at least 9 times the results that I normally get in 1 week's time. What you're looking at on the right is approximately what I saw in 1 week. It was the same offer that my list has seen for years. I've had this list for at least 2 years. I've promoted this product a lot. Usually at least once a month I promote this product. I guarantee you they've seen it many times before. I thought it was old and tired, but as you can see, the results speak for themselves. Not only did it make a huge splash, but that was over a month ago, and people are still occasionally emailing me asking if they can buy this product. It created a lot of emotion, a big spike, a surge. And here's what happened in the contest. I would love to tell you that I placed first. My ego would love to tell you I beat everyone and I won, but I placed fourth. And
we're still talking about hundreds of thousands of email differences.
I know.
It's amazing that you did this.
At least 30 people have participated in this contest. I know most of them in the top 10 here. Big list, pretty good size list, and she's a very good marketer. Huge list. There's me at number 4. Awesome. At number 5, my former employer. I used to run their list. I know for a fact it's massive. Big list, huge list, and like game-changing marketers in the niche. Like they've driven a lot of what's happened in the dating niche. Don't know him. This guy's super old school marketer. You've met him before, I think.
Yeah, it's cool.
Big deal.
Very smart marketer.
Yeah, this guy, also a big deal. And down here, that's Susan Bratton right there, personal life. Very big, marketer. Successful, very good marketers. So I'm pretty proud to tell you I finished in 4th place, got some extra prize money, plus all the sales that I made. And more importantly than that, because we don't really need to compare ourselves to anyone else. I mean, I'd like to brag and say I won first, but I still made way more sales than I've ever made in 1 week selling this product. I got some extra prize money, and most importantly, we have a new technique now. And so what we wanted to know next is, was that a fluke? Or could we repeat these results? Could we do the same thing multiple times on command? And I'm happy to say that yes, we can. The very next week, I tried the same sequence with a different offer, got the same results. Brad tried the sequence with a different offer, and he's in a different niche from that. Same results. At this point, it's worked for 4 different affiliate offers, 3 of our own offers, in 3 different niches. And this is why we are saying that we are now officially done with the old way of email marketing. All right, I'm pretty excited about this. I know you are too. It's not just a one-time spike. It's not a fluke. It's repeatable. And the best part about this sequence is it's not very salesy, and it really does not depend on your copywriting skill or your sales experience. It's really honest and ethical. It's very value driven. It's very transparent. You're not going to have to make anything up or lie about anything. It's just really obvious what you're doing, and it freaking works. It's amazing. So we're calling it the golden sequence because we're so excited about it and it's so valuable. And if this is something that you would like us to teach you, We just want to gauge your interest level. So comment below this video and use the hashtag email marketing. If you're interested in learning the exact golden sequence, we'll make another video after this, just like this, and we'll teach you the exact sequence and show you how it works. So you can use it in your own business and you can get the results that we're getting. And if we get enough responses, we'll do another video like this and just teach you guys the sequence for free. Now, interestingly enough, and this is something that we found so intriguing and exciting, that you've actually seen this sequence before and you just didn't know it. It's been right in front of you, probably for your entire adult life. Every week you have seen this sequence play out, usually on Friday. Now, what happens on Friday, Brad? The work week's over, people go out to have fun, and Friday is the day that big movies get released. This is something that movie studios have been using since the dawn of movies. It's the box office secret, where basically, you probably know that every major Hollywood movie comes out on a Friday. That's not a coincidence. Friday is a part of their sequence in that business. This is how Hollywood creates a smash hit every single week. Every Friday, new movies come out. Even if they're not that good, even if they're derivative, even if it's the same thing you've seen a million times, they still create a buzz around that movie being released and launching. And this is how they get us lining up to buy the same kinds of things over and over again and feeling pretty happy about it. You know, most of us get pretty excited when we go to the movies to see a new release that's coming out. We've been looking forward to it. We can't wait to check it out. We've seen a preview. All of that is part of a sequence, and it's how the movie industry gets people to predictably and consistently every single week
For 100 years.
for at least 100 years. Like it's never not worked. And yeah, not every movie makes the most money, but every movie makes some money and they just crank them out. They keep doing the sequence. Interestingly enough, it's not just the film industry. If you've ever bought a pumpkin spice latte, this sequence has worked on you. If you've ever gotten excited when McDonald's brings the McRib back, it's worked on you. If you've ever seen Toyota do their yearly sale, Toyotathon, during the holidays, the biggest sale of the year. Everyone knows what that is. You've heard of it. Any type of TV show, I have down here as an example, Game of Thrones coming out this year, the final season. Everyone knows what that is, and they're building anticipation. That is a part of the sequence. And when they launch that, that will continue a sequence. Every major industry that you know of that makes legit money consistently over and over has a sequence for selling what they sell. Every example we've given you, plus hundreds more, are using some variation of the same hit-making formula, and we're using it right now to create big hits, smash hits, huge wins in our email marketing. So now we have a question for you. Is this something that you would like to learn from us? Just comment below with this hashtag email marketing, to let us know that you're interested, that you would like to learn this golden sequence. And if we get enough response, we'll do another video just like this and tell you exactly how it works.